Within the Broward community,
Mm-hmm.
there's close to 6,400 homeless kids.
Wow.
And that's just the ones that we know of that are registered in shelters.
Yeah.
And it doesn't count for the children under 5.
Wow.
And things that we do locally are like the backpacks, the hygiene products, scholarships for the high school students. During the holidays, we do like turkey and fixins for the middle school. And then what we try to do also is pay our money forward towards the Division 23 and 24, and we contribute towards Christmas in July, which is even a bigger, event.
Welcome to the On Par podcast from the Winners Award Group showroom here in Coconut Creek. I'm your host, Drew D. Alberto, and I've got some friends from the Kiwanis group that are going to tell us all about their charity tournament. Well, first, we're going to get to know them a little bit. So I've got Wendi and Dave here today.
Thank you for having us.
And we'll start with Wendi because she brought you here. But Wendi, you and I met through a networking event with Jacqueline Jimenez. And then all of a sudden it turned into, I've got a golf tournament coming up. And it was cool meeting you. We had a 1-to-1 in lunch, and then all of a sudden now, we're doing business with you and referring business back and forth, and you joined our networking group, Dream Team. So tell us about you, Wendi.
I'm always networking and out there in the community trying to do connections. I am a licensed public adjuster by trade. I work for Expert Public Adjusters, but I also am the active and current president of Kiwanis Club of Pompano Beach, which is an organization that's nonprofit, and they help homeless kids or underprivileged kids all the way from elementary all the way to high school.
And why are you so passionate about that charity? Like, I know you're the president now of that group. Why is that such a heartstring puller for you, Wendi?
Honestly, for someone that's never had kids, I've always wanted to have kids, and I feel like this is my way of giving back to the community and helping the kids that are not getting the needs that they need to have met.
Okay, and have you incorporated golf into your networking yet, or
yes,
not quite yet?
Golf as in me golfing?
Yeah.
I have not started golfing.
So only through the tournament, really, like planning of the tournament and working
Correct.
on the tournament. Okay.
Correct.
Gotcha. And tell us a little bit about you, Dave.
Yeah, so David Perez here. My background is in nonprofit. Originally sports background, so I worked for most of the sports teams locally.
Okay.
But got into nonprofit. Currently starting a new position, actually Monday, at ARC Broward, ARC Broward.
Familiar.
Big organization, as we know. So I'm part of Kiwanis of Pompano Beach, and that's how I met Wendi and myself and Howard Aiken, who's not here with us today. But we're co-chairing the tournament. So, we're very excited to, co-chair and see how we could grow the tournament year after year.
So what's your vision for the tournament this year? Well, let's talk about you first. Do you play golf?
I do play golf.
Okay.
I'm not Tiger Woods, but, I could play.
You can get the ball around.
I could hit it, yeah.
Work golf for business.
Exactly.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. And then how did you get involved in this specific golf tournament?
So, No, actually, this one, I am a member of Kiwanis, through my previous job. Wendi and I kicked it. So the tournament, Mr. Mike Franklin, who used to work for Edward Jones, was the chair for numerous of years.
Yep.
He unfortunately lost his life, so, we decided, the board and everyone else decided to name it in memory of Mike Franklin. And we were talking, just brainstorming, Wendi, I, and several board members, and we're like, you know what? Let's name it after him. And, we need someone to replace him as chair. So, I spoke to Howard Aiken, who I've worked on numerous golf tournaments, nonprofits that I've worked for. And we're like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's co-chair it. We went to Wendi. They got it approved by the board, and it's the second year we co-chair it.
Okay, and how many years has it been going on altogether?
I think it's been at least 15 before we got a hold of it. This will be our second annual for Mike Franklin Memorial Kiwanis Golf Tournament. And without the help of David and Howard, trust me, it would not have been as successful as it was last year. without their help.
No, and you mentioned that you want to elevate it a little bit
Right.
this year, and it's always good to be trying to do better. So, what are some of your ideas for, how are we going to take this thing to the next level and make it even more fun and raise more money? Because obviously, you're looking to raise money to help the kids.
Yep.
So-
So this year we had a board meeting, and we only had a gold, a silver, and a bronze.
Mhm.
We've upped it to having a platinum this year, so highlighting the most, what the platinum would be, the sponsor that would be highlighted
Like
throughout
a
the whole.
title sponsor.
Right.
Okay.
And then with some of the things that David and Howard have brought in from past golf tournaments that they have, and I'll let Dave explain. But, we try to bring up some fundraising during the tournament and some fun events during the tournament and whatever else they can bring us. I mean, whatever I can find out from other golf tournaments, things that have been successful to elevate it, I'm open to that.
Got it.
So, a couple of things like Wendi said, to elevate it and grow it from the previous year. We do a lot of whole games.
Yeah,
So
sure.
at
A lot, like 2 or 3, you mean?
Correct.
Okay.
So what we do at registration, we call it a $20 deal, and this is what I do at not the other golf tournaments that I do.
Yeah.
So $20 deal, you pay $20 at registration, and you're eligible for all the whole games. So your hole in one, straightest drive, longest drive, all that closer to the pin, all that good stuff. So obviously, let's say you don't pay the $20, you sink the hole in one, you don't win the hole in one. So it's a way, a simple way to get more money for the organization.
Okay.
We sell raffle tickets. So, we do a raffle. Sure. We do a silent auction as well. And, we have a lot of different activations on the course. Like people like, Tito's. We do Bloody Marys or mimosas. So we do all types of. It's a drinking tournament, as you know.
Okay.
Drew. So
and someo's gonna win with a 49 or some ridiculous,
crazy score
in their scorecard
and they cheat
play.
probably. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
these guys.
For sure. Yeah.
But we do a hole in one. Last year we had Lincoln of Coconut Creek, and this year we're still soliciting, but we'll get a hole in one. Typically it's a 2-year lease that you win, as you know. But we're looking to grow it, sponsorships wise. So we're attacking a lot of the Pompano businesses.
And the courses. Which course are you selecting for this tournament? Where are we playing?
So we're playing in Pompano Beach, right behind Gillespie's.
Pompano Beach.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I heard. Yeah, I know they just redid 9 of their holes, and it's in excellent shape. I don't know about the rest of the course, but I heard great things about the work that they've been doing over there.
Nice.
From a couple guys that play there all the time.
For a public course, it's actually very nice. They maintain it because you play public courses, and a lot of them are not in the best condition. Obviously, the private ones are always going to be
completely unplayed. And I'm very fortunate. We do a lot of business in private golf and tennis courses all over the country, so I get to play in places where I shouldn't. I'm not going to but I'm not saying no either.
Yeah,
right? You're not saying no to a private. I know you don't play golf a lot, but you're not saying no to a private course.
Like if someone calls you, hey, Drew, David, let's play an Adios. We're going to go play Adios.
And this is a secret for Wendi and our female listeners. That's the way that men tell each other we love you.
Yeah.
So if you're not comfortable saying I love you to another man, you just invite them to a private course that you got on.
Nice.
And if they say yes, that's like I love you back.
Yeah.
So, nice.
Yeah, because you just can't walk into a private and play unless you know someone or invited.
You gotta know somebody and be invited.
Yeah.
Well, if you have a connection to one group that I would like to have involved, it would be the female golfing group that I just met or learned about is called Legs.
Yeah, so we had several of the presidents of Legs on this show. And we also there's a competing organization called Powerhouse, which is built a little bit differently, but same kind of concept. At the height is it's a female organization,
right?
And they described it to me. I had Michelle Kaba on, I had Sarah on, who was running the Boca chapter.
Okay.
And they told me that they're looking to break into the good old boys club through golf.
Nice.
Because Michelle said that she wants a network like Men Network. and that was kind of their way of describing what they're trying to do.
Yeah,
which I thought was really interesting. And they, they're not anti-man. They've welcomed me to the co-ed events, and
nice.
I was the first guy to play in one of their tournaments because the deal was if I wore a skirt, I could play. So I bought a
like
kilt.
a kilt.
A kilt.
Awesome.
Yeah,
There you go.
I bought
Awesome.
a kilt and I wore the kilt. And after the first hole, they're like, "It's 100 degrees. You can, if you have shorts, you can." They took pity on me. They were like, "Yeah,
These kilts are thick, right?
Yeah, Michelle Hernandez. I was playing with Michelle Hernandez, who runs the Miami chapter of Legs, and she was like, "Yeah, you don't have to die. Like, it's okay."
They thanked you for the effort, at least.
Yeah.
There's some good pictures.
Nice.
There's some good pictures.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
I like playing golf. I mean,
it's relaxing.
It's great for business.
Absolutely.
And it was great for business before I got into a business that was 25% golf courses. So, but let's kind of focus on so how many players maximum can you take for this? 120?
So, 120, as you and I know, Drew Full Field is considered 144.
Yep.
Last year we had about Wendy, like 70 golfers?
70, 74, I think it was.
So, we're looking to grow it, obviously. Year after year, every event, and this, Drew, you look to grow it. What went right, what went wrong, what could we add to continue growing it? Sponsors, obviously, you're going to make a lot of money off of sponsorships. That's where every event makes their money.
Galas make
money from sponsors. And your auction is a good way. The $20 deal, like I said, and raffle tickets are another way. But yeah, we're really looking to get a full field. The more money we raise, the more it goes back to the Kiwanis of Pompano Beach and for scholarships and toiletries and ways we could help our kids.
Backpacks for the kids. For like us having 74 golfers, I would love to see at least us closer to 100 golfers. Mm-hmm. And then last year we made about 12K after, expenses were considered. And I'd at least like to have it to where, maybe between the 13, 15K for the organization. Because ultimately, we're still trying to help the kids in the community. And not just in Pompano Beach, but within the Broward community, there's close to 6,400 homeless kids.
Wow.
And that's just the ones that we know of that are registered in shelters.
Yeah.
And it doesn't count for the children under 5.
Wow.
And things that we do locally are like the backpacks, the hygiene products, scholarships for the high school students. During the holidays, we do like turkey and fixins for the middle school. And then what we try to do also is pay our money forward towards the Division 23 and 24. And we contribute towards Christmas in July, which is even a bigger, event. Yeah.
Okay. That's really cool. That's noble work you guys are doing. That's awesome. And then when we're talking about, going out, you're making a donation, obviously. How much is it a foursome? How much is it for a single golfer? What are you guys charging for this?
What we're doing right now this year is we're doing an early bird special. So golfers foursome is $600 if you pay it before August 1st. After August 1st, it goes up to $700. And then the silver, I think, starts at $1,000.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I just don't have the script in front of me or the deck in front, but it goes like 1,000, 1,500, I think 3,000, and then like I think 5,000 for the platinum.
Max. Yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like kind of a normal tournament in South Florida. So I think you're doing a couple cool things on the course. You got a drinking theme, which people like to drink at these things.
Thank you to RNDC and Tito's. RNDC gives us a lot of the product and prizes. They give us some nice bottles to go along with a nice trophy.
Right.
For the cheaters.
Yeah, for the cheaters. Sure. Yeah, the ones that marked their card before.
Well, that's really cool, guys. I'm happy to help you with it any way that I can. I mean, I've sat on a lot of committees. If there's suggestions that I can make.
Definitely.
As far as, maybe you should tweak this or try that. There's different levels of tournaments, right? There's the $150 to $250 tournament, and then there's the $1,000 a person or $2,500 a foursome or I've seen $5,000 and $10,000.
Wow. Depending on the.
And some of those are selling out 2 or 3 courses.
Wow.
Now
Yeah.
they've been doing it 35, 40 years in a lot of cases, but I see that, as you guys grow this, I see that, other opportunities.
It's like
for
Mark
you.
Anthony, that Maestro Cares. He
Yeah.
has his nonprofit, and he does his at the Biltmore. And I think it's like starting at a foursome, it's like 5,000.
It's like 5,000.
But they sell
Yeah.
it. They
Well,
people buy
yeah,
it.
I mean, we did one at Grand Oaks for Children's
Oh, Grand
Harbor,
Oaks.
who
Yeah.
they're,
Yeah.
probably know them, and it was, I think it was 5,000 a foursome
Wow.
at Grand Oaks Country Club,
It's
where they
private.
shot Caddyshack. You
Yeah.
can't get on, like
Yeah.
you said earlier, Dave.
Mhm.
Private.
So there's definitely, as you grow, then you grow to 2 courses, and then it limits your options anyway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, or you do a place like Osprey Point in Boca, where they have 3 9-hole courses, and you can obviously fit
Split it.
more people that
Yeah.
way. So that's really cool, guys. What else do we need to know?
Just reaching out to us one way or another. I mean, I always answer my phone. I always make myself readily available. So my phone number is 305-923-6372. My email, you can contact me at wendy.pbkiwanis@gmail.com. I will answer you back as soon as you notify me.
And we'll make sure the registration link is attached to the podcast and everything
Awesome.
for you guys too. So,
Awesome.
well, listen, guys, this has been an absolute pleasure. Like I said, happy to help in any way that we can, and at least promote this for you. So we'll make sure we get it out before the early bird special's over, so that they can hear about that, and
Definitely.
come back after it's over, and let's get a recap in.
Oh,
Definitely.
definitely. I
Definitely.
love it.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank
Appreciate
you, Drew.
you. That's Wendi and Dave. I'm Drew from the On Par Podcast, and we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for listening.
Bye.